Hey everybody, it's Angie and welcome to Hot and Flashy. In today's video, I wanted to talk about whether or not combining your red light therapy mask treatments with green tea can actually improve those treatments and give you results 10 times faster. Basically, whenever I talk about my red light therapy mask that I'm using or the green tea toner that I use in my skincare routine or any other green tea product, generally there will be a couple of people who will leave me a comment saying, oh, I was just watching so-and-so here on YouTube and they said that if you combine green tea with your red light mask, you will get 10 times better results. Isn't that awesome? And this video is so hard for me to make. I've been wanting to do it for months. I keep putting it off, but I was like, all right, I'm just gonna do it because I hate to be the Debbie Downer. I hate to be the bubble burster. But they basically are saying that there was a study done that proves that green tea and red light work synergistically together and improve your results by tenfold, or give you results that you could have gotten by 10 months of using red light in just 1 month. That's pretty much what the study said. I do use green tea in my normal skincare routine, so I recommend green tea, and I do use LED, red, and near-infrared light therapy in my skincare routine, so I definitely recommend that as well, but I've never recommended them together and put forward the idea that you could really increase the results of one by using the other. And the reason that I haven't done that is because I did see that same study, but for me it was a study that I passed by and didn't really mention to you guys, mainly because I feel like it wasn't a very well done study. So the gold standard of clinical trials are the randomized, placebo-controlled, double-blinded clinical trial, and there should be a pretty decent number of people in it so that you can show that the results happen on more than one person. So basically what that stuff means is that if it's placebo-controlled, then some people are getting the treatment and some people are getting no treatment, or a sham treatment as they call it. Something that won't have any effect on the skin so that you can compare using the treatment versus not using the treatment. Then double-blinded means that nobody knows. The researchers don't know and the subjects don't know who's getting what. So there can be no bias in their mind about what they're doing, and it can't affect their thinking. And then, of course, the randomizing means, again, that you don't know who's getting what. So that's the basis of a good trial. There should also be a decent number of people in it. Generally, when you go to look at studies, what you look at is an abstract, which is kind of like the Cliff Notes, right, of the study. So it just gives you like the 10,000-foot view of what's in it. So in the study in question, let's just bring up the abstract. I'm just going to read the methods here. So after 2 months of extreme oxidative stress, green tea-filled cotton pads were placed once per day for 20 minutes onto the skin before treatment with an array of light-emitting diodes. The results were rejuvenated skin, reduced wrinkle levels, and juvenile complexion. Previously realized in 10 months of light treatment alone were realized in 1 month. So wow, that really makes you think like, wow, if you could get 10 months worth of treatment done in 1 month by adding green tea, that would be awesome. And I think that people, do get excited when they see these abstracts, and they do want to be able to tell you guys about something that could help. And I'm not saying that this 100% will not work. It could, you don't know, but I'm also not going to tell you that it's proof that it did work either. And so when I first read it, it brought up more questions than it answered for me. It'll usually say right at the top that it's a double-blinded, placebo-controlled, in vitro or in vivo. This one doesn't include any of that information. So that's why sometimes you have to go beyond the abstract. You have to look for the actual full text of the study, which, oh my gosh, super deep dive down a rabbit hole. I was Alice in Wonderland in there and looking at all these studies, but I did finally find the full text of the study. So I got the answers to those questions about whether it was randomized, placebo-controlled, double-blinded, and how many people it was on, and what the exact methodology was in the study. And so unfortunately, this one was none of the above. It wasn't randomized, it wasn't double-blinded, it wasn't placebo-controlled, and it was only done on one person. And the one person was the researcher. So it wasn't unbiased. It would be nice if he had been able to then replicate the same thing on a bunch of other people. Say you then take 15 people and try to replicate the same thing. So anyway, I'll put the link to the abstract as well as to the full text below this video so that you can check out both if you want to read them. Now in the abstract it says in the methods that after 2 months of extreme oxidative stress is the opening sentence. So I wanted to see what that meant, because a lot of times these studies will be done on skin in a petri dish, right? Or cells in a petri dish rather than actual human skin. So that's another thing that I always want to know in a study. A lot of times in experiments what they'll do is they'll expose the skin to different conditions and then see how, using something on it can correct those conditions. So, was this skin in a petri dish? Was this done on an actual human? Was the skin, blasted with UV rays for 2 months beforehand? You don't really know what after 2 months of extreme oxidative stress means. The study was done on an actual human, but as I said, it was the scientist. The oxidative stress that he's talking about is that he traveled. He went to China and he went to Cairo for a month apiece. And his premise is that, there's a lot of pollution there and he got a lot of sunshine, and so his wrinkles were worse when he got back from his trip. Was really interested in what kind of green tea he used, because I noticed on the other blog posts that people were generally trying to steer you specifically to one kind of green tea, and some weren't even steering you towards green tea, they were steering you towards a different antioxidant. What was interesting about the study is he didn't use a special serum. He just brewed up a cup of green tea. So it's not like he went out and bought like the world's best quality green tea serum or something. He just brewed up a cup of green tea every day. Now what I would want to know is, what brand? Did you use Lipton? Was it Twinings? No, I'm just joking about that, but literally that's what it says if you pull out the full text. He let it cool for 30 minutes, he soaked cotton pads with the tea, and then he laid them on his face. He laid them on his skin for a full 20 minutes, and then he used this device that he uses. And it gives the name brand of the device in here. It was the Warp 10 Quantum device. I don't think that you're going to be going out and buying the same device that he had, because it's like something that's used on battlefields and was developed by NASA for wound healing and for aches and pains in combat. And so this isn't like this kind of face mask that we use where you put it on your face and you leave it on for 10, 20 minutes, whatever. This device has an 88-second, more like a blast of light, and that's the treatment. So in this experiment, it doesn't specifically say how long he used it or how many pulses he used it each time. So if you're going to do that every single day with the pads for 20 minutes and then do this, you could be looking at 40 minutes to do your treatment. And he did it every single day for a month. The way that these are recommended is that you use it twice a week for 20 minutes, 4 times a week for 10 minutes. So you could be investing a significant amount of time to try to be getting results that are 10 times better, and I'm just not sure that you actually would. The point is that I don't think that this study proves that that works, and so because of that, it's something that I haven't pursued. It's not something that I have recommended to you guys. I would definitely need to see some more studies into it. I mean, definitely green tea is a great ingredient. It is a free radical fighter. It's an antioxidant. It's wonderful. I do have green tea in a few of my products in my skincare, and so I do recommend it. But you won't hear me recommending that you put green tea pads on your face for 20 minutes before doing your light mask. You won't hear me recommending a specific green tea serum to put on and then wait 20 minutes and do your light mask. This is the Eco Face mask that I keep holding up and showing you. I do have 4 masks now and also a handheld device because I wanted to compare a bunch of different ones, because I know people are always looking for things at a different price point. Anyway, but when I put that, but the purpose of this video was mainly so that when I put that video up, a bunch of you don't come over and go like, but hey, you're missing the boat, you're not using green tea with it. I know, I've looked into it, I don't think I'm missing the boat, I don't think there's much to it. Like I said, green tea is awesome, definitely use it in your skincare. Don't spend a fortune on a dedicated green tea serum to use with your mask. If you want to brew up a cup of tea and put the tea bags on your face, go ahead and do that. But otherwise, I don't think that there is a lot of there with this study. Like I said, I think it brings up more questions than it answers. And so for me, it's just not the kind of thing that I would be like, oh, hey guys, yes, definitely run out and do this. So anyway, that's it for today's video, everybody. I hope you found it helpful and informative. If you did, give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And as always, I thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate your watching. So have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.